A profile of a user in one organization may mean something entirely different in another organization. This can be especially troublesome when one org has different attributes than the other, but these attributes need to be captured efficiently as they contain very pertinent information. Enter Okta's profile editor. Okta's profile editor allows you to map either from the app to Okta or from Okta to the app. In this example, we're going to look at Okta's profile editor to modify the value of a manager attribute so that it shows up as that particular attribute in the target organization. But before that, we can see that from the Okta org to the Okta user. This is essentially from the app to Okta, what we're getting from the other organization. We can define, using expression language, exactly how we want our particular attributes coming in as. We have a lot of the attributes that we're directly importing, or we can actually go from the user to the org. So from what are we going to push from our main primary Okta org to the secondary target org. As you can see here, we can once again map that out as we wish as well. For this example, I'm going to map all Okta users that are in the primary org to the secondary org using a manager ID and a manager with the name to be decided. And before I save the mappings, we're going to take a look first at the secondary org and see that we have Sally Field and Tom Jones once again brought in. If I open up Tom Jones and I take a look at his profile, we see that there is nothing that is present in the value property of this particular attribute. So I'm going to go ahead and go back, and I'm going to decide to go ahead and label it as TBD as a value and save the mapping. I'm going to apply the updates now. And as that's going, we can take a look once again at our Okta org to see who all we brought over. Tom Jones and Sally Field. So now going to our secondary org, we can take a look at the people one more time. We see Tom Jones and Sally Field. We click on Tom Jones, goes to his profile, and as you can see, his manager value is now TBD, just as we mapped it. If we go back to people and also take a look at Sally's, go to her profile, we also see TBD. This can work both one way, from the primary org to the target org, but we can also capture efficient information from the target org to the primary org as well. And our profiles mappings and Okta's profile editor allows you to do that very efficiently.